Let's take it across to Kunal Shah, Associate Director, Wholesale Capital Markets at Edelweiss Financial Services. Kunal, hi, good morning, and I'm sure you must be one of those who did attend that analyst call. What were your takeaways? And more importantly, like Ajay was highlighting, what the street wants to know is not as much growth, because you know HDFC Bank has always delivered on that. But what happens once Mr. Puri steps down and retires in 2020?
Yeah, hi, good morning. So, firstly, in terms of the overall takeaway, so broadly, it once again reinforced the conviction which is there on the street that HDFC Bank is best positioned to capitalize on the emerging opportunities and that too within the risk framework which they have. So I think, again, be it in terms of the under-penetration plus opportunities on the retail as well as on the corporate side, that would help them to sustain this kind of growth momentum. And secondly, as you highlighted in terms of, yesterday also in the meet, they clearly said that maybe in terms of the lookout for the successor would begin 18 months prior to the date, and maybe the successor would be identified 12 months prior to that. So that's what the plans are as of now. And I think it's a more institution now with the processes and the frameworks well defined. And that's the reason maybe it should not be too much of a problem in case of HDFC Bank as such.
Kunal, but is the street a little worried as to how the new CEO transition would be? Although HDFC Bank in its analyst day yesterday did assure that it's going to be a very smooth execution and transition to the new CEO, and the name should be announced by this year end itself. But is that making the street a little worried? Because we've seen HDFC Bank grow and flourish in the able hands of Mr. Puri. And you know, with the spate of things that's going on with the private banking pack, or for that matter, the entire banking industry, rest assured that the management lineage does play a very big hand, and the management personality does play a very, very big hand in how ably a bank is run.
Yeah, so definitely, but again, so there is a very able, say the top as well as the middle level management in place. And I think that was showcased all through in yesterday's analyst meet. So I think definitely maybe there has been the history with respect to Mr. Puri in terms of their performance right since the inception in terms of the consistency. But as I highlighted, maybe now it's a more kind of maybe the institution which has got built, and that's the reason maybe. So I think it should not have too much of impact because there is a particular culture, okay, which is set into the banks, and that is getting flowed through right from the top till the lower level as such. And within that culture, I think since the processes are set, the framework is well defined, it should not be too much of a problem. So we don't see that as a maybe a big risk for the stock or for the bank as such.
Now, does the stock continue to be a buy for you? Have you revised your price targets?
So yeah, definitely it's a buy for us and one of our top picks as well. In terms of the yesterday's analyst meet, so there was post that there was no revision as such. We have revised the target price earlier itself. So we have target price of 2,450 on the stock. So that pretty much continues with the buy recommendation.
Okay, Kunal, good chatting with you. We'll leave it at that. HDFC Bank, the key stock in focus today. Aside of that, many earnings as well, which the street is going to digest and, of course, look forward to as well today. Take a quick break. When we come back, our fundamental experts join in to chat exactly that.